So, I think I forgot to save at the end of the last session.
Isn't that where we left off? Oh, wait, no,
there's no mission.
we got...
There's no mission vowel.
No, it's okay. I can blow through this really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit, fuck. I was generous. God damn it, no!
You're recording this, right?
But...
Apparently. Shit.
Alright, it's canon.
While Mumbles is gone... While Mumbles is gone, we should just start racking up light side points, and then while she's here, we'll be like, yeah, dark side forever. Hi everybody, I'm Seamus.
I'm Chris.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Brutskarn, and welcome to the worst week of Spoiler Warning KOTOR.
You're
I don't know, we haven't gotten to Manon yet.
Week? See,
I don't know about us, but I am absolutely confident that we are reaching the sort of the nadir of the gameplay from the perspective of the development of this game.
This is not what I expected. I thought everybody would hate the same parts of the game, but it's like everybody has a favorite part to hate. Like, some people hate Manon. I thought Manon was cool.
Now
okay,
that
Manon has one part
isn't here to tell us to do all the good stuff.
Oh, right, because Mumble skipped this week because she knew it was going to be bullshit, and also she has a relationship or something.
It's an ambush! Somebody walked up and announced that they were here to attack you. Oh no, it's an ambush!
At melee, so we're going to give you your sword.
No, I think it's a bacon tree.
A bacon tree?
Yeah. Oh good, they've got shields. Oh no.
I remember I was actually really excited at this point that I was fighting a Sith that was wearing different colored armor.
Yay, I'll get the red one!
For me, the worst part of the game is the Starforge. I just got... or the planet just before the Starforge. One of those, I was just kind of the combat began to feel really grindy.
So now we get to introduce you to the best equipment in the entire game, the incredibly shitty headgear. Let's put it on Karth, because he's dumb.
To me, this represents a lot of long... This represents a lot of long sequences of combat in visually bleak and uninteresting environments, not broken up by any particularly cool story or gameplay developments.
And if you're poor, you live down in the shadows, and it gets worse the lower you go.
From what I hear, says Karth, explaining the systems of privilege and rank in Taris, next to a girl who's grown up her entire fucking life within these systems.
So, I've been playing... So, last week we asked whether things like the Undercity or slicing would still be canon. I've been playing Disney Infinity 3.0, and it's a Star Wars-themed Disney Infinity. They mention slicing and the Undercity. The Undercity on Coruscant, not the Undercity here, but still the Undercity. So, I assume these things are still canon?
Well, that's been kind of like the core, like that's been a detail for Coruscant since basically the planet's inception.
We are going to be dying a lot, aren't we? I just realized this. Until we get our levels in.
Advanced med pack. We got 3 advanced med packs. It'll be great.
Oh, I'm sure those
I should probably level up mission at some point here. I didn't want to start out the episode on that. Oh, can I?
I really like how it switched from you on the front lines of the combat over there to just Karth and Mission standing around, and Karth's just like, what?
Well, it is weird, right? Like, they've completely cut the extended universe more or less entirely, but slicing as a concept apparently still exists, which is I don't know, I think that's odd, right? Like, we're going to completely remove the external canon, but we're going to keep selected words, selected concepts, and selected ideas from those canons. I don't know, that's just a concept.
And you just sort of keep all the cream, all the useful stuff, and, you know, you dump all the crap.
Which I get, but like...
Now we just need to get rid of midi-chlorians.
Oh look, a corpse that just happens to have the Rakghoul serum on it.
You're not going to be able to get rid of midichlorians. It's in the actual movie canon. That's the unfortunate thing. This is not like...
I know.
If it was like 8th tier canon, fine, but...
So George, about how everything you've done in the last 2 decades being utter shit. Oh wait, they don't have to ask it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, George, I wonder if somebody's told you that the last few movies are not very good. Like, I wonder if that's sort of at any point, has anyone brought this to your attention? Maybe given you a nice polite phone call? Maybe left a dead animal on your lawn a couple thousand times? I feel bad for George Lucas. I feel bad for him.
And actually, let's give you a blaster, and I can steal your other vibroblade. Yeah. Thanks, Mission, for joining up. Now give me your sword.
Are you sure it wouldn't be better in her hands? I mean, she's more durable than you. She's higher level.
Yeah, this 14-year-old girl is much better on the front lines than you are.
You've been all over the galaxy, I bet, right?
Oh, Mission... It's not the fucking time.
Mission,
I really like this conversation, though.
The prejudice, the rich
I love all these. Hey, look, the characters interact with each other. This is amazing. I sure hope BioWare doesn't forget to do this in the future. Like, there's never a conversation between Rex and Garrus in Mass Effect, and it drives me crazy. They literally are 10 feet from each other in the bottom of the Normandy for the entire game, and we can't even tell if they've spoken to one another or made eye contact.
What that tells me is that they were very, very interested in the player's relationship with each of the characters, but not at all interested in the character's relationship with the characters.
Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple...
How is this? Only bratty little children fly off the handle because of a simple comment, he said, flying off the handle because of a simple comment. See, like,
You're not going to take that from him, are you, Mission?
I like what this says about Karth.
Yes, that he's a dumbass and he's...
I don't think that has any effect what we said whatsoever.
And I sure as hell don't need this. Look, let's just...
I will say I wish Mission
system with your companions.
I will say, even if she gave it eventually, I would have liked Mission to put up more of a fight about her...
Hey there,
role.
what can I do for you?
Let's talk some more in the middle of this zombie-infested wasteland under the city.
This seems like a good place for a sit-down, or a
and
stand
I'll
10
stand
meters
over
apart.
here,
Either one.
7 meters away. No, more like 10 meters away.
Apparently the writers from The Walking Dead crib notes from these sorts of scenes. You know what's a great time to have a conversation? Right now.
In the open, in this Rakghoul-infested plain, with Sith patrols hunting us down, and Zalbar held and possibly about to die, and the fate of the galaxy hanging in the balance. This moment, no other moment will do.
Hey, nobody said the Vulcans were
Can I actually also say that
smart.
Mission's face is well modeled?
Maybe they figured they could handle him.
I've always thought so.
Anyway,
Which is interesting because she has like the most ridiculous-looking concept art. Like her face looks absurd in it.
Overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out.
She actually looks a lot better. I wonder if they gave her like more pixels in her face texture than like most of the other NPCs that you like. The other Twi'leks that you meet all seem a little muddier in the face than her.
Hey, I don't need a lecture from you.
Although that might
there's a
just be
way
somebody
to not have her come off.
Those Vulcans didn't scare me. They're nothing
To not come off there with her
deal
thinking
with
that
them.
you're trying to lecture her.
I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like.
Yeah, well, they're trying to
smacked
establish
around.
this
He let
aspect
out
of her
this howl
character that she's
and yanked that
independent
Vulcan a meter
and a
up
little
off
bit
the
of a
ground
rebellious
and held
teen.
him there by his throat. Are you kidding? Big Z ain't like that.
This is the other cool thing that's kind of missing in later BioWare games, in that
Didn't know that.
you can just stop in the middle of wherever you are and open up all the normal companion dialogue options that you have back at base.
I know. And then you do it, and then you try it in Mass Effect, and you, oh, look, I can click on something. Oh, it's click on Ashley. And she's like, ready. Oh, click. Let's go. Oh, what? Why did they even put that in the game? Like, what is that? You just, like, look at her intently for 30 seconds and then she says ready? What does this mean?
Okay, can I also say about that comment of missions, I really don't need to think about Star Wars characters brushing their teeth. Like, I don't need to ask, how does Darth Vader brush his teeth?
Big Z doesn't like to talk about it.
That's actually an interesting question.
I'm just picturing, like, Jabba the Hutt being like, the blood Colgate.
Not what he was.
Is it possible to do a racist accent of a species that doesn't exist?
That's supposed to mean.
I think Chris just proved definitively that it is. I like that you'd get one of those floor brushes, you know, those floor brooms, and like a bucket of toothpaste, and he'd have to have somebody else just go to work on his choppers.
It's what drives all the Hutts to be gangsters. They need the money for the toothpaste. Oh, okay, that's one of those things where you can repeat the
I suppose you're right.
conversation over and over again.
So I think one of the reasons they might have removed this in later games is it probably presents an interesting challenge in terms of where to put the camera. Although they seem to handle it well enough here, but I'm thinking there are just some spots on like Pharos when you get into narrow corridors. If you happen to like chat up Rex at that exact moment where you're on the landing of a staircase and the two of you are like 2 inches apart, the game might not be able to solve it for like, okay, where do I put these characters, where do I put the light source, and where do I stick the camera so that we can see these two people having a reverse shot conversation.
Granted, but it's a hell of a thing to miss.
I know it is. It really is.
Did you notice that part where it briefly said that Regina Cuthbert was the mine because this game has some bugs in it?
One way to solve it would be just you can only do it, like you can't do it while you're out in the field, but when you're hanging around Zoo's Hope or something, or like walking around the Citadel, any non-combat area, it would let you chat up your companions, but not like in the middle of a firefight. That might have helped.
Further reinforcing that nothing you do here matters. Hey, we found a survivor of the Endar Spire! Yay!
Oh man, we are so glad to save you so that you can live for another 6 hours.
Jenkins 2.0, get on the ship. You're coming with us.
Bastila? She wasn't in this pod.
Seamus, did you just spoil something?
The pod just before we hit the planet's surface.
What's the name of this show again?
Somewhere to the west. We lost the signal when I was
I think it's called Preservation of Absence of Information Regarding Beloved Media Franchises.
Warning.
Yeah, this game is super old. Yeah, just you people watching at home, this entire planet gets basically bombed to rubble, and we are the only survivors. So everybody we save here, I think this is important to know, is as we get all these light side points for saving all these people, they all die in about 6 hours.
Or in this guy's case, he freaks out, runs off, and gets killed in one hit by a raccoon.
Light side points gained.
God. What a flippin' weirdo. Just running off right after being saved alone and picking up a fist fight with a rat ghoul.
Oh, no, I don't... That's not... Why are you targeting the frag mine? Fight the rat ghoul! Stop it! Stop it! Stop moving! What are you doing? God, it's a game.
Yeah?
What are you even...
By the way, I just feel like I should point out that I will not be making any comments about rat ghoul physics. That's too much of a stretch. I actually feel like I need to point that out, though.
As Regina peels her face off the ground.
It'd be better to have a sword.
Yeah, if you could use mission to tank a little for you there. That might help.
How do we get through Taris without terrible suctitude or leveling up?
Have Mission be your tank. This is awesome.
What?
Oh, good, Mission's
Clearly,
dead.
this is the purpose of this character. What?
Poison! It's so great that it persists out of combat and then doesn't, like... It just makes your character fall over.
Oh, man. Do you remember? You guys remember Loot Ghislaine?
Loot Ghislaine. Yes, I do. From Diablo 2.
Do you remember just, like, getting to this act and being like, my health bar is not going to be red for the next 6 to 8 hours.
Yes. It's just everything releases poison. Just everything everywhere is always poisoning the shit out of you forever.
This poison replaces your bloodstream at some point.
And even at that, just where you're being poisoned everywhere, I still never took antidote potions with me. Because
I know!
I know.
They're just as useless here as they are everywhere else in every other game.
What was the fucking point? You fill your health bar with them and then you use them all in one combat.
Settle down, kid. We've already lost enough men to those damn rats.
Mumbles, it's your boyfriend.
Thing
You
we
can
need
come out of
now is
hiding
more
now.
casualties from a needless firefight. By the looks of you, I'd say you're down here for the same reason we are. To salvage something from those downed Republic space pods. Let me give you some advice. Forget
I like how we all shut up and listen to Candorus.
Just head back from where
I do like that at this point we don't realize that Candorus is going to be a member of our party. I kind of like this tension that's being built between us and this guy before he joins us.
I thought we were going to have a boss fight with it.
Who are you?
That's Candorus, the most famous Mandalorian mercenary in this section.
I already asked him that the last time I met him.
I'd like it if you just go through the whole game, always, every time you talk to him. Who are you?
Candorus, I heard something.
I'm role-playing Regina as an amnesiac.
That actually sounds like, for a lot of reasons, that actually would seem like a really good way to troll Malik the third or fourth time you meet him in this game.
Ready, boys.
I like how these things approach in like the most ponderous fashion possible.
How does these things ever infect these people?
You'd think that our memory just isn't very good for some reason.
Who are you? I'm Candorus. I deployed with you in Anthony's. We've been friends for 30 months. Like...
You're doing great, Mission. Keep it up.
Karth saves the party
I told
again.
Davik this salvage mission was a bad idea. His men aren't trained for this kind of thing, and I can't babysit them all.
Well, you can babysit them all right now, Candorus. They're not going to be squirrely at this point. Okay, boys, let's get out of here.
Wait, I thought you didn't get any salvage.
Even if you can handle the rat ghouls.
Wait, does he have any boys? Did any of his boys survive that?
No, one of them did.
Yeah.
Normally, I'd make you regret those words, but I'm not.
Oops, shit! I accidentally clicked. Whatever. Mumbles is in here.
Come
We can
on,
be mean
boys.
to Candorus.
Yeah, come on, boys.
I like to think that he's actually just talking to his enormous testicles. And he ignores his men. Come on, boys, we're getting out of here.
I mean, he is basically just Worf.
Yeah. Well, no, he's not Worf, because if he was Worf, he would have gotten his ass kicked like 5 times by now.
You got a point. Maybe you guys should use health packs here.
Ready?
I don't know, why start now?
Down you go!
You make a compelling argument, Rutskar. No health packs ever again.
That must have hurt.
So a rat ghoul is basically just baby Deathclaws.
No, they're zombies. You turn into them. You get
No,
infected by
they're,
them, and then you turn into them.
They're your sophomore project at Full Sail.
That's more true than it should be.
I know, right?
Oh, we found the apprentice journal.
Man, this place it's got a rat ghoul cure and an apprentice journal.
Where are we going
and
here?
I think the map to the promised land is laying around here. This place is a friggin' treasure trove.
It's like a grocery store for plot shit.
So, this just says, hey, you gotta find other journals from other outcasts who have apparently just mysteriously died.
Oh, but the
why are
plans
we
for the
paused?
Death Star are somewhere around
because
here.
I died. Okay, that's cool.
Are you
Glad
gonna
the
make
game
a
felt
habit
it was
of this,
necessary
Josh?
to do that.
I love how it's no big thing to anybody.
It's really weird because if you do this strategy of not leveling up in Taris, you get super weak by the end of it. And then you go to Dantooine, you get like 7 levels of Jedi, and you become this monster.
It's like, how many levels of Jedi are you intended to get in this game total? Like
well, you can
13
get up
maybe?
to 18.
Oh,
You're supposed to
so-
end Taris around level 8, so you're kind of supposed to get around like 13 to 11, depending on how much XP you get, how many times you level up.
Right. And then, yeah, you just get 7 of those levels up front.
Which tend to be significantly more useful than levels in most of the class. Like I said, Soldier gets feats every single level, which is faster than any other class. So there are some valid reasons if you want to like stack a bunch of feats early on. There are some valid reasons to
Right, but they just better be
level
feats
up like
that are
that.
useful for a Jedi, because that's what you're going to be.
Well, yeah. Obviously, you can't get the lightsaber feats, but you can get like the dual wielding feats and the toughness and the other stuff.
So these
Stuff
mines
to
we
augment
keep finding.
skills if you really want. Yeah.
I have this memory that you can fail or set them off if your skill isn't high enough, something like that. Because I have this memory
You
of...
can fail at picking them up, which will just like give you like a, oh, I can't do this, and then they'll just sit there.
Was that guy just named Gamorrean Patrol?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
The Patrol clan of
if you
Gamorreans are
use
not known for their creative
demolitions,
nomenclature.
your character will occasionally just walk into the field of the... Oh, hey, I
That's
guess you
right.
can set them off by trying to pick them up.
Okay.
But sometimes your character will just occasionally accidentally walk into the field of the mine they're trying to deactivate.
Yeah.
And, oh, fuck these. And blow it up.
I remember saves coming because I wanted every single mine. You sell them for money, they're worth quite a bit, and they give you XP. So I wasn't willing to leave a single one. You know, none of them blow up. Don't leave any of them on the ground. If I can't get it now, I'll come all the way back later. And so I saved scum like crazy to get them all. So that was not actually very fun, and I probably could have stood to. Garth, you asshole!
Grenade time! Oh crap.
Garth, so nasty.
Garth team kills the other 2 people on his team, and it doesn't take out his enemies, and now he's crippled and running away from the Gamorrean chief. I foresee a reload in your future.
No, it's cool.
Garth,
I have a quick save.
What are you
We're gonna
seeing
do
through
this.
those visors, lenses? Like, I just need to double check real quick. How many
What
fingers
the
am I holding up?
heck?
What the fuck?
Okay, apparently you do respawn if you get far enough away.
Yeah, oh,
Hi,
I
guys.
fucking told you.
I've never done that before.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like,
I've
if
forgotten how much you have
there's
to quick
actually
save
a couple
in this
fights where a Jedi attacks you, and then, like, he killed all the party except Jolie, so then I would just run around with Jolie and just sprint around the level, and I would wait for him to get far enough away the rest of my party would respawn, and then I'd have those party members start group
Alright,
healing.
Yeah?
Right. And we're gonna put points into computer use for you.
No, I learned all the tricks, all the degenerate strategies for this game.
I've forgotten them.
So,
But like I said, this
guess
is
we'll
one of my
just
earliest
spec you into
RPGs.
swords.
So I probably played a lot of this game very wrong. This isn't the very first, but it was one of the first big ones for
It's remarkably forgiving on that front.
See, this is what the game looked like to me. That quick save screen every couple minutes.
Oh, it's too bad we don't have any bobby pins.
This game is what it takes to get Josh to quick save, huh?